Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news in the world of the NFL, where every move, every trade, and every signing can reshape divisions and alter Super Bowl odds. The latest whispers are stirring up quite a buzz. Rumors are swirling that the Minnesota Vikings are ready to shake things up by trading one of their most explosive offensive weapons, Justin Jefferson, to the Washington Commanders. And let me tell you, if this deal goes down, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the offseason, not just for Washington, but for the entire NFL landscape. Justin Jefferson, for those who haven't been paying close enough attention, is a true game changer. The guy is a master of route running, and he's got a knack for creating separation against even the tightest coverage. Watching him play, it's clear he's one of the most gifted receivers in the league, with the ability to take over games at any moment. His ability to turn contested catches into big gains is second to none, and he's proven to be a reliable target, consistently putting up impressive numbers. In the 2025 season so far, Jefferson has caught 18 passes for 280 yards, averaging a robust 15.6 yards per reception, and he's already scored 4 touchdowns. His PFF receiving grade stands at an elite 95, which signals he's been dominant in every facet of his game. His EPA per target is plus 0.50, meaning he consistently provides high-value receptions, and his yards after catch average of 6.0 shows he's dangerous after the catch as well. Over his career, Jefferson has amassed over 500 receiving yards and 45 touchdowns, making him one of the most productive receivers in the league in a relatively short time. His profile is perfect for a team looking to elevate their passing attack, especially since he's had 0 injuries in 2025, a rare feat for such a physical receiver. His profile calls to mind the trade of Stefon Diggs to the Bills back in 2020, which significantly boosted their aerial attack by adding over 300 yards per game in the air. That trade was a game-changer for Buffalo, and a similar move for Washington could do the same. So why would the Vikings consider trading Jefferson? Well, there are a few reasons. First, they're a team in transition, finishing last season with a 6-10 record, and they're clearly rebuilding. They're focusing on bolstering their offensive line and defensive units, which have struggled, giving up an average of 27 points per game. One of the main issues for Minnesota has been cap space. Currently, they're tight on money, with around $20 million in cap room. Trading Jefferson could open up significant cap space, especially with the Vikings looking to focus on building around their young quarterback and improving their overall team consistency. Reports suggest that the Vikings are eyeing a rebuild, and moving Jefferson, a young star on a team that might be easing into a rebuild, makes sense. They're looking for draft capital to help accelerate this process, and sources indicate that the Vikings are asking for a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-rounder in 2027 in exchange for Jefferson. Now, what does this mean for the Washington Commanders? Well, it's pretty exciting to say the least. Adding Jefferson to an already talented receiving core would instantly elevate their offense. Think about it. Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin, and now Jefferson stretching defenses deep and creating mismatches all over the field. The potential for explosive plays skyrockets. Jefferson's presence would complement McLaurin perfectly, giving quarterback Sam Howell a truly dynamic receiving duo to work with. And don't forget, Washington's offense has been looking for consistency after some ups and downs in recent seasons. Jefferson's ability to produce big yards after the catch and win contested catches would help unlock that potential even more. Looking at the projections, with Jefferson in the fold, the Commanders could be pushing for over 400 receiving yards from their wideouts, and their EPA per pass could see a boost of around 20%. This kind of upgrade would make Washington's passing game much more dangerous and unpredictable, especially against secondary units that have struggled to contain top-tier receivers in the past. Plus, Jefferson's presence would create more opportunities for the offense as a whole, opening up running lanes and play-action opportunities. Imagine defenses having to double-team him, which could free up other receivers and running backs for big gains. The offensive line, which has been under scrutiny for some inconsistencies, would benefit from the added pressure Jefferson's deep threat provides, forcing defenses to respect the pass and opening up the running game. In the bigger picture, this move could be a catalyst for a real turnaround for the Commanders. By elevating their aerial attack, they could jump from averaging around 260 yards per game to significantly more, perhaps even pushing closer to 280 or 290 yards. That's a massive leap. And it's not just about the offense. An improved passing game often leads to better field position, more scoring opportunities, and a boost in overall team confidence. Defensively, opponents might find it harder to keep up if Washington's offense becomes more explosive, potentially leading to more turnovers and better defensive stats as a result. Of course, all this speculation comes with a caveat. Trades like these are complex, and a lot depends on negotiations, cap space, and team strategy. But the signs point to a real possibility that the Vikings are looking to offload their star receiver, and the Commanders could be the perfect landing spot. The NFL never sleeps, and this kind of deal could reshape the NFC East's pecking order for years to come. Now, let's talk Super Bowl odds. With Jefferson in the mix, the Commanders' chances of making a deep playoff run would skyrocket. Currently, their Super Bowl odds are somewhere around plus 12-0, which is quite long, but with a move like this, experts believe their odds could improve dramatically, potentially down to plus 4, 200, or even better. The addition of a player of Jefferson's caliber is a game changer. He's an X-factor, someone who can dictate games, elevate the entire offense, and give Washington a real shot at competing with the best. If he can stay healthy and gel quickly with Howell and the rest of the offense, the Commanders could become a team no one wants to face come playoff time. And it's all about the data, folks. When you look at the numbers, Jefferson's impact is undeniable. His big play rate is among the highest in the league, and teams have struggled mightily against him. His presence alone can force defenses into mismatches, creating opportunities for other players on the roster. Plus, the confidence boost for the entire team after landing. Such a proven star cannot be overstated. Washington's coaching staff would surely draw up more creative plays, knowing they have a receiver who can make the difference on any given play. In terms of team-building philosophy, this move aligns perfectly with the Commanders' recent strategy of investing in young, talented players who can be franchise cornerstones. With Jefferson, they're not just adding a receiver, they're adding a proven leader, a guy who can change the way defenses plan against them. And for the fans, it's an exciting prospect, seeing your team acquire a player who can potentially elevate them to the next level, making the NFC East even more competitive. So, as we wait for official confirmation, it's clear that this potential trade could be a turning point for Washington. Whether it happens before the draft, during free agency, or as part of a larger rebuild effort, one thing is certain. The Commanders are positioning themselves to make a significant statement. The NFC East is already one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants always vying for supremacy. Adding someone like Jefferson would tilt the scales further in Washington's favor, giving them a legitimate shot at contending not just for a playoff spot, but for a deep run in the postseason. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Are you excited about the idea of Jefferson wearing the burgundy and gold? Do you think it's the move that takes this team to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.